Hello, family. How are you? As you come in, make sure that you are giving this video a thumbs up so that way the algorithm knows that you like this video and you want to get it out to way more people. All right. Remember, make sure you're giving this video a thumbs up right now and let me know where you're watching from. Where are you watching from right now? Yes, hello. I am here. I'm being here. I hope you didn't think that I was just randomly going to be talking from behind the screen. No, I am here. Hello, how are you? How are you doing? Today, I want us to talk about quite a few things. And of course, we have a star here today. That is my butterfly blue tea. Yes, we do. We are starting a little early. Let me know in the comments. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Like we have some crazy wind and stuff like that. And whenever that's happening in Vegas, the signals are weird. So let me know if you can hear me okay and can you see me okay? Like, does this video look good? Let me know. Dallas, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, lovelies. How are you? So, today I want to go into scalp infections and balding and so many other things. You guys know every time I get to talking, we can be here all night. We can mess around to be here all night. So, this is what I need you to do really quick before we get stuff crack-a-lacking, before stuff gets popping. What I need you to do, we will have a time frame where a couple of people will get to come up on stage and ask me a couple of questions, right? But if you guys want to come up and ask me questions at any point in time, then what I need you to do is send an email here. And when you send an email here, what we will do, we'll go ahead and send you over a link so you can come up on stage with me and ask the questions that you need to ask. This is like a live group coaching type of effect thing that we're going to do today. Okay? Before I hop in, Guru VIP members, Guru 101 members, and Guru Elite members, make sure you head over, check out our new blog post that you have, super detailed. And I also need you, Guru VIP, to log in and look at the brand new video that we have on glycerites, because I taught you guys the first round, the basic round of glycerites, and tomorrow you're going to get a crazy crash course where I teach you how to make multiple glycerites, and it's gonna get deep, like super scientific-y. That's not a word, it's super nerdy. All right, so again, if you're in here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. You're at work, but you need this. Save this live for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save it 100%. Most of my lives, they get saved for a small little minute, and then they head over to Guru Elite for the replay. So I can't guarantee you that I will be able to save this, boo, but I'll at least leave it live until tomorrow this time. I'll do that. All right. So that way you can come back and watch it a little later. All right. So really quick, like I said, at any point during this live, if you want to come up on stage to ask your questions, I'm going to leave the email going across the screen. Head over, send me the email, and then I will send you a link to join in. All right. I already have a few Guru members and a few people who are signed up to my email list who got the link to come up on stage already. So there are a couple of people who are going to come on stage already who, So I want us to hop right into the lesson with frequently asked questions. All right. So don't get mad at me, but this is the unedited version, because the full edited version and the long version is for Guru 101 members. So if you see some typos, don't hold it to my heart. All right. Don't hold it to my heart. Now, frequently asked questions. Why is curly hair so weak? And why is curly hair so freaking damaged? But before we even head over there, because I know you thought we were jumping right into it, what I really want to do, for one, put it in the comments for me. You already know I'm going to say this. Don't watch this if you're sensitive. Do not watch this video All right, player, if you are sensitive. And I want to say as we get started, this video that you are about to watch is for all races. All right, for all races. Period. I do not ever want anybody to feel like they are here and I'm just randomly like only talking to one group of people. And the reason that I'm saying that is because of a comment that I received from a person that watches my channel, right? But we'll get into that in a second. I want us to start off strictly jumping into the science of hair, right? So, in the comments, real quick, I need you to give me a 2 or 3 if you remember, right? If you remember in any way, shape, or form, me telling you guys about keratin treatment in the chat, really quick. Do you remember having a conversation about keratin treatments? Really quick, let me know in the chat. I need at least one person to say that they remember, because if you don't, I'm talking to everybody about something they don't know nothing about, and you're gonna have to come back and tell everybody about it. So let me know if whether or not you remember. Really quick. I know there's a little lag. Okay. Oh, I don't know why the picture looks like that. So I know y'all saying y'all can see me okay. Does it look blurry on y'all end, or is it just my phone? I don't know. Anywho, so I remember I think it was about 7 months ago where I told you guys not to use keratin treatments and that keratin treatments aren't necessarily good for the long term. And again, anytime I tell you guys not to do something, or anytime I say, oh, I don't think that's a good idea, everybody takes it as a personal attack, where I am a scientist. So I do not lead with emotion. I do not make videos based on the things that I have to say. Is blurry. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. I don't know, you guys. If give me a 1 if it's bothering you, and then we'll, after I show you these slides, we'll leave out and go live on my phone. Let me know if it's bothering you. I don't know why it's doing that. Anywho, um, so is it blurry on your phone? You look at it, huh? So the very, very first thing. Stop. Oh, what was I about to say? My husband's distracting me. No, not bothering you. It's bothering me though. But whatever. If it doesn't bother you guys, then it shouldn't bother me. So anywho, um I remember initially I told you guys about keratin treatments, right? So of course, if you're a person, right, and this is coming from love, if you're a person who does keratin treatments all the time, or let's not even talk about keratin treatments, if you're somebody who does anything that I'm telling you, oh, don't do that, you instantly get on the defensive, right? So for example, for myself, right? So if somebody be like, "Oh, stop smoking weed," because like initially I'm gonna just be like, because, but I'm not gonna get on the defensive. I'm gonna listen, and whether it's fact or faux, I'm just going to hear it out, right? And it's up to me if whether or not I decide to take these facts or any type of knowledge that this person is trying to give me, this video that I'm watching. I can either take it or leave it, right? So one thing that I've been experiencing lately, that I've been trying, something that I was trying so hard to prevent you guys from, literally every video that I've ever created telling you not to do something, down from keratin to rice water to apple cider vinegar, literally anything you could possibly think of, right, that you shouldn't use, because the stuff is good. I don't say nothing bad about. I've had people come back in everything that I've ever told you guys not to do and apologize. And let me say this. I'm gonna read it first, and then I'll say it. This isn't one that I'm talking about. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. So she says, so I guess I'm back to eat crow. I praise keratin treatments here in my last comments, but I believe the treatment has finally caught up with me. My hair is looking more sparse and has more gaps in it. My last treatment was October 7th, 2022. I will not be doing any this year or ever again. Okay? I'm going to read it one more time. And after I get done reading it, you're going to see why I read it twice and where I stopped. And everywhere that I tell you to underline, I want you to like really, really underline or really pay attention to. Okay, so you back to eat crow. We know what that means. She praised Keratin in our past videos, but the treatment has finally caught up with her. So remember what I told you guys. I told you guys that hair weathering takes anywhere between 5 months to 25 years to set in, and everything works until it doesn't. So when I make a video telling you not to use something, it's not because I'm like, this is wrong, I'm right. It's like, no, I professionally, as a cosmetologist, there are a lot of different things that I could do. And as a cosmetologist, most people know the cosmetologists that you see at face value, the cosmetologists that are accessible to you, are the ones that work behind the chair. But did you know that there is a whole world of licensed cosmetologists that don't touch hair, that don't work in hair salons? Okay. Hair cosmetologists, there are cosmetologists that work as consultants, right? For product formulations, with brands, with pharmacists. Like there's so many different things that you can do with your cosmetology license. Doing hair and standing behind a chair is just one of those things. So when I stopped doing hair professionally, I then went into the portion of my cosmetology license that did not require me to stand behind a chair, right? And so the deeper that I went into that form of cosmetology, the more I was in the room when they were having certain conversations. I was like, oh crap, let me put them up on game. So when I'm making videos here on YouTube, I'm not in the little review tit for tat type thing. That's not my thing. To the point, I reviewed a product and I didn't feel like it was in love, and I took it down, and now only Guru 101 members can see it, because I am not in the business of tearing down other women regardless of the color of their skin. It's not my thing. So I don't make videos to come on here and negate stuff. Now I call a spade a spade. Wrong is wrong and right is right. So if your product is trash and you promoting it as something else, i.e. Gina Curl, then yeah, I'm gonna come out and I may make multiple videos telling you something is trash. Why? Because I believe in truth. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I know some white girls that can run circles around black girls doing hair. I don't believe that the color of your skin has anything to do with your level of intelligence or your ability to do something. And that's fact. And whoever feel away, just feel away. But I don't make videos here on YouTube to have y'all going back and forth. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm right and you wrong. But I mean, unless you've been studying the human body and the human hair shaft and the human follicle since you was 19, I do know more than you, right? And I'm just keeping it 100. Remember, don't be up in here if you sensitive. I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'm not mad, I'm not upset. I'm just a very vibrant and raw energy, right? So sometimes it may bother you, sometimes it may not. When you see the incense smoke, you know it's gonna be good. Listen, because I'm trying to keep my vibes good. You feel me? So yes, hair is hair, and this is the thing. For whatever reason, and my people have such a problem with that statement, hair is hair, my love. Now, all hair has different properties. All skin has different properties. Some skin has more melanin in it than others. Some skin has the ability to hold more oil than others do. Some skin produces more oil than it does other people's. Like right now, I do not have any makeup on my face except for the concealer that I traced my eyebrows with because I didn't feel like arching them today. It's my favorite trick. And a little bit of mascara because I'm not putting on no lashes. Like I'm not putting on no I'm just not doing it. So I'm coming to you as raw as I possibly can so you can know that I'm not here, and I appreciate you. I'm not here to to argue with y'all. Like, I know y'all get a lot of that. Like, oh, black men don't like, but I don't give a shit about none of that. You hear me? I've been with the same man since I was 19. I don't give a shit. You hear me? That's not what I'm here for. I need the black woman to know how divine she is, even the ratchet ones. Hey, what you talking about? I'm from Detroit, Michigan. What you mean, my grandma ratchet? What you talking about? But you need to be able to look past all of that because you are your greatest enemy. Period. The number one enemy for black people is black people. Period. I don't care what nobody talking about. Don't nobody attack black women like black women do. Hey, what are we talking about? And if we can have accountability, then we can get somewhere. So we are getting in the hair, but I wanted to start by saying that because if you are watching this on replay, if you hear right now, I am not here to be going back and forth with y'all. For everybody who like takes clips of this video and uses it for Reddit and all of that, like, listen, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the people that want the knowledge, and that's what it is. I love y'all so much, but I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to say, oh, this woman is right and this woman is wrong. I'm not professionally connected to anybody. We're doing this video right now so we can talk about facts and everything that I am saying. If something grips your spirit and you feel like it's not, like it's making you feel away, that's the one thing out of everything I'm saying that you should write down. Anything that comes out of my mouth makes you angry, makes you upset, makes you feel like you need to argue, that's the one thing you need to write down, because we just talking about hair, my baby. And nothing should make you upset. So it's something deeper that you need to work on. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Real quick before I move on, do you guys have any questions? All right. Do you guys have any questions before we get started? Remember, the people who have the link to join in and ask questions come up on the screen. If you want to, you can. Just know that. All right. Just making sure you are blessed too. Come through long-term relationship. Oh, girl, he my daddy. So I know I'm just playing. He do not like it when I say that. He ain't my baby daddy. He is the father of my children. He is my children's father. He do not like that wretched stuff. It make his skin crawl. I think it make his blood boil. He don't like that. Okay. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Okay, so we're here. So one of the main things, like I said, that I want us to go over, I'm going to get to a couple of these comments. That's why I really, really, really want you guys to leave comments because when we leave comments, then I can go back and we can have certain conversations. So this one comes from Tia, right? And I'm not talking about Tia today, so we'll come back there later if that has anything to do with a question that I have, okay? So this is the thing. We have one question that said, and this is why I have a big old bald spot in the middle of my head, thinking that I have to layer thousands of products when I could have used a leave-in conditioner and a little bit of serum. Now I'm walking around with a big ass bald spot in the middle of my head, but it's hair and it'll grow back, right? Now, this is an issue that so many people have, because even though it's something that's been absolutely amazing, right? Women understanding that for their hair to thrive, like there's certain things that they need to do, there's certain products that they should get and things of that nature, but there was no cutoff point. So everybody went from 0 to 1,000, and instead of products being tools, when social media got in the mix, right, what ended up happening was it went from products being tools to products are the things that is going to fix your hair. Products are the things that are going to make everything okay, right? And so from that state, it led everybody to constantly going into using heavy products, right? Heavy products, or it led people to jumping into the habitual habits of layering products on the hair or doing too many protective styles that end up leading to the hair thinning out. Cyn Doll testimonial. In 2021, I got heavy lock extensions and had to shave my head. Dry detangling and using no gimmick salon quality shampoo recommended by Cyn has now in 2023 grown my hair healthy thick from bald to neck length. This lady's advice is invaluable. She knows what she's talking about. Now, I'm not reading this so I can have other people singing my praises. What I'm reading, the reason that I'm reading this to you is so you can see that the things that I'm teaching you isn't like, oh my God, do this, spray this on your head and it'll grow. No, that's not what we're doing. I am showing you the basics, the simplistic manner that I would give my client if they were coming and sitting in my chair, right? When I did hair, when I was standing behind the chair, did it for 17 years. And when I was standing behind the chair, after my clients left, especially my regulars, they knew exactly what to do with their hair. They knew what to wrap their hair with. They knew not to put products on their scalp. Like all of my clients that came to me for years, they send me DMs like, oh my God, saying this is crazy. Because anybody who sat in my chair that was my clients for long periods of time, they never greased their scalps and they knew not to do it. And I explained to them why. They got their hair trimmed every 8 to 10 weeks and their hair was down a back. What you mean? Like how guys met me. All of my clients had long, thick hair, and anybody who did it either only came to me one time or it was their first time coming, and then you got a whole playlist of all their videos so you could keep up with them. That was my track record. That is my track record, and it is a fact. So you can grow long, thick, and healthy hair, but greasing the scalp, sleeping in hair products, and all of those different things are the easiest way to scalp infections, which lead to balding, right? Because we think that things like dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, all of those different things, we think that they're separate from hair growth and separate from hair care, but they are not. We think that the product selection that we use and our scalp health are separate, but they are not. There is a reason why, out of all races on this planet, the leading cases in traction alopecia is Black women. There is a reason. When you do the process of elimination, like when I say I'm a scientist, when somebody says follow the science, that's not saying, oh, scientists know more than everybody. Scientists are smarter than everybody. No, that's not what that means. That means that when there is a question, for example, the question is why do Black women's hair grow slower than everybody else's? That's the question, right? So a scientist is going to follow the scientific method to come up with the answer to that question. And the reason that y'all having problems is you're listening to people who don't study science and who don't understand the scientific method. You don't have to be a scientist to implement the scientific method. The scientific method is you looking at what stuff is, then you make a hypothesis based on your research. But the problem is, instead of following the full scientific method, right, which is multiple steps, people just go straight from problem to conclusion. Conclusion is the very last step. But y'all skip all of the research, all of the testing, you skip the hypothesis, you skip everything else, and you go straight to the conclusion. And then everybody, after they do that for a couple years, or however long it takes for hair weathering to set in with the majority of whatever population followed it, then we good. So the reason that I wanted to come on here today, last week alone, I won't mention anybody's names. Last week alone, I did 7 consultations, video and email consultations with people who've had different forms of keratin treatments. So now we have silk amino treatments, we have keratin treatments, collagen treatments, all of these different type of treatments that's supposed to be replacement for relaxers. All the different types. I even learned one new one this week. Well, last week. Today's Tuesday. So last week. One was a man who got a keratin treatment. He's from a completely different country. Completely different country. Do not make me lie on what country it is. I'm going to make it up if I tell you right now. He know who he is. Hello, sir. Like, so when we started our consultation, he was having other issues and then went in to get a keratin treatment again, messed his hair up. Why? Keratin is not a treatment to make anything better. All it's doing is closing and locking down the cuticle. And the longer the weight is on the hair shaft, the weaker the hair shaft is going to get. I do not care if it feels good today. And see, the thing is, a lot of people who swear by keratin treatments, ask them what the regular practices are. There's only one group of people that I recommend keratin treatment to, and those are people who swim. Swimmers. I only recommend keratin treatments to swimmers. Why? Because all a keratin treatment is layers and layers of a product cooked onto the surface of the hair shaft to keep the hair shaft from opening. That's what it's for. It's to keep the hair shaft from opening. So the reason that I recommend it to swimmers, and listen, this is why anybody who has ever been to get a keratin treatment, you know that you can't wash your hair. That's the first thing they tell you. You can't wash your hair. You're not allowed to wash your hair. Why is that? That is because the coating of product they put on your hair shaft has to be locked in. It needs to be solidified, and it takes approximately 2 to 3 days for it to solidify on the hair shaft. That is why you can't wash your hair right after you get a keratin treatment. Now, the only people that I recommend a keratin treatment to are swimmers. Why? Swimmers get in and out of chlorine multiple times a day. Chlorine does the same thing to the hair shaft that lightener does. Lightener, what some people call bleach, you bleach your clothes, you lighten your hair. So hair lightener opens the cuticle. It forces the cuticle open to pull pigment out. So chlorine, Google it yourself. Do not take my word for it. I am not trying to be your prayer book, your savior, none of that. Google it. Chlorine, Google the statement that I'm about to make. Chlorine does the same thing to the hair shaft that lightener does. That BW12, whatever lightener you use on your hair, it does the same exact thing. All right. So a person who has a keratin treatment, every time they get into the water, into the chlorine, a layer of that keratin is stripped off. So it's not a big deal because by the time 4 to 6 weeks go by the time it's time for their touch-up, it's going to be like they don't have any keratin on their hair whatsoever. So that's why. Or Caucasian women are washing their hair after those first 3 days. They're washing their hair every other day, sometimes every day. So that keratin is coming off. But if you're a person who washes their hair once a week, once every 2 weeks, and you have high porosity hair, your hair is going to break. It's going to fall out. All right. So that is why it's so important for you to know why people make that statement like, oh, curly hair is so weak. Why? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Why is curly hair looked at as something that is so weak? So the first thing that you will want to look into is mechanical damage. Write it down. Mechanical damage. What is mechanical damage? Mechanical damage is known and classified as excessive friction on the hair shaft. So this can come from you doing any form of manipulation to the hair shaft that causes it to break. Now, anything that we do, regardless of your race on the hair. If you're being too rough, you can break the hair, because hair is a fiber, right? It's not something just random from this planet. Answer this question for me in the comments really quick. Like, it's not something super duper random. Hair is a fiber, right? So if you know that hair is a fiber, the next thing you need to know is, when is the best time to manipulate this fiber that is hair? So, of course, you want to manipulate any fiber when it is strongest, right? So then the next question that you need to know is, when is hair weakest? Is hair weakest when it's wet or when it's dry? I tell you guys all the time, the fiber that is known as your hair shaft is weakest when it is wet. But before we even go into that, I need you to pay attention to something. Everybody that's like, oh, keratin treatment this, keratin treatment that. They're not putting keratin in your hair. Your hair is keratin. So when you say keratin treatment, it's a play on words. It is to say, I am treating your hair. That's what a keratin treatment means. I am treating your hair. Your hair is constructed of keratin. All right. Your hair, skin and nails is made of the same thing. All right. So again, hair is a fine thread-like strand that is growing from the skin in humans and mammals. In some animals, while fibers are defined as the smallest portion of a material. So I need you guys to know, right, that wet hair is a lot weaker than dry hair. All right. Whenever your hair is wet, the hydrogen bond is broken. So the thing that makes your hair strong are the three bonds that are holding your hair together. One of the bonds is broken by water. One of them are broken by highly acidic products, which is the salt bond. So if you're a person who is constantly walking around with your hair wet, and you put apple cider vinegar in your hair all the time, that's a highly acidic product and the hydrogen bond. So your hydrogen bond and your salt bond is broken all the time. So literally the only bond that is intact in your hair is the disulfide bond, but that's hanging on by a thread because it's the only bond out of those three that is intact, right? So this is why there are so many women right now that are dealing with all of this mechanical damage, all of this breakage, and all of these different scalp disorders, because instead of us focusing on the science of hair, we've been focused on products, greasing the scalp, arguing about if whether or not we're supposed to grease the scalp, arguing about if whether or not we're supposed to do all of these different things. It's a constant argument. There's a constant debate. So we can never get to knowledge. We can never get to facts because we're always debating, right? But it is a fact. This fiber that is your hair, that is constructed of keratin, has three bonds, and one of those bonds are broken by water. So by definition, if there are three bonds that are contributing to the strength of your hair, and one of those bonds is broken by water, by definition, your hair is weakest when it's wet, because when it's dry, all three of those bonds are intact. But when it is wet, one of those bonds is not. By definition, hair is weakest when it is wet. It is a fact. All right. So there is a difference between combing and detangling. We are to detangle dry with oil, and we are to comb product and stuff through our hair, like conditioner, stuff like that, products, stuff like that. We can do that when the hair is wet. But if you detangled already when the hair was dry, you don't have any tangles that would lead to mechanical damage. So you don't have anything to worry about. You can comb your hair as much as you want to. Brushing your hair when it's wet is the easiest way to break your hair. I'm telling you, putting your hair in tight buns when the hair is wet is the easiest way to break your hair. Walking around with a scalp full of products, full of oils, is the easiest way to break your hair and to cause scalp inflammation. It's a fact. We do not need to oil our scalp. Your scalp has a disulfide bond, Lord, a sebaceous gland that has no other purpose but producing oil. That is literally the sebaceous gland's only purpose to produce oil. That is it, and that is all. That's it. So and this is not a rhetorical question. I'm about to go to the comments. I really need you guys to answer this question for me. And then I'm gonna get to y'all comments, I promise. If the sebaceous glands only purpose is to produce sebum, which is oil for the scalp, can you explain to me why you need to put oil on the hair? Why do you need extra oil if your body already makes it? That's not a rhetorical question. We're not gonna move on until that question is answered. Love the long-term marriage. You're young. Oh, I'll go back to that. I'm gonna go back to your comment in a minute because I'm very passionate about that. With that statement you just made, so I'm coming back to that. I am. We gonna end with that, baby. The dry detangling was so off to me at first, but now I love it. And Olaplex has been a very good to my hair. See, my husband said all the time. I know he didn't make it up, but he said all the time it's his favorite thing. Like, people fear what they don't understand. I completely understood that it was going to be scary for you to say, like, hey, I'm not going to detangle with water. I'm going to detangle with oil. But like, professionally, that's what you're supposed to do. And then people are like, oh, at cosmetology school, a lot of cosmetology teachers and instructors, people are not gonna like when I say this. A lot of cosmetology instructors are hairstylists and cosmetologists that got tired of doing hair. So if she was doing hair wrong, she gonna be teaching hair wrong. Hey, know that Sugarfoot. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it on weekends. You understand what I'm talking about? If she was doing hair wrong, baby, she gonna be teaching hair wrong. If sis was teaching hair wrong, she gonna be teaching hair wrong. So a lot of times people think that the easiest way is the way that you're supposed to go. The easier, like, that's not always it. In every state of life, in every form of life, sometimes the easier some shit is, the more you should stay away from it. Same thing is with hair. I look at the application process and was like, that's not healthy. All smoothing treatments are total shit on black hair. Period. Listen, and they play y'all every time because y'all have so much internal work to do. You have so much internal work to do, just like any woman that's listening to the sound of my voice that's irritated or bothered by the tone of my voice. You have inner work to do. There is something in you that cannot take the authority that I take. Something in you can't take it, and our emotions are signals. You taking that as, oh, it's something wrong with her. No, that's your spirit woman saying that's what you need to start speaking up like that for yourself. I wish you would do that. That's not your spirit woman telling you that I'm too much. Let's know it. Let's get into it. Let's be real. Is mechanical damage caused by combing and brushing? Mechanical damage is caused by combing and brushing detangled, matted hair the wrong way. Absolutely not. Mechanical damage is not caused by combing and brushing the hair. That is a myth started by a bunch of women on YouTube that ain't know shit about hair. All they knew about hair is how to apply a product. And I'm just keeping it 100. Hold on. Hold on. I need to move this light, please. Wait a minute, please. Hold on, please. Hold on, please. Okay. Ouch. Okay, a little better, please. How do you get conditioner on all strands without detangling? You guys, your hair is microscopic. Right now, you have anywhere between 100,000 and 400,000 strands of hair on your head right now at this very second. You do not need assistance to get that conditioner all over your hair. I need y'all all to think back on the hairstylist y'all went to. Y'all have never in y'all life seen a hairstylist take a crap load of conditioner, put it in a puddle, and just put it in their hand to the point conditioner falling out the side and put it all over your hair. Absolutely not. You've never seen it. You've never seen it. A, we would be bankrupt because we got to buy all the products ourselves. And B, it will weigh the hair down. It will make the hair way less manageable. It will make the hair break easier. It will be easier to cause mechanical damage because the cuticle is full. One thing that people don't understand that have y'all packing and layering product on hair, this is a fact. Google it. Don't quote me. Google it. I am not trying to be yo end all be all. The human hair shaft only absorbs up to about anywhere between 32 to 36% of whatever you put on the hair shaft. Fact. Google it. Somebody, please, at least one person, Google it right now. The hair shaft only absorbs between 32 to 36% of whatever you put on it. That means anything after that 32% causes mechanical damage. It's choking the hair shaft. It's putting layers and layers of product on the hair shaft where the hair shaft cannot breathe. It is a fact. Google it. It is a fact. Google it. Factual information. Hey. Factual. I'm going to get through these last questions. We're going to go look at my tea, and then we're going to come back and finish the class. Hey, boo. Guru members up in here. If there are any Guru VIP members, Guru 101, Guru VIP, I said that already. Guru Elite, give me a 5 if you're in here. Just give me a 5. Drop some 5s and some hearts if you're in here. Does anyone know if it's the same for skin that our skin doesn't? Hold on, let me move this up. That our skin doesn't need lotion or oil, because I noticed that my skin doesn't actually get dry, but I put it on to keep my skin young. We'll talk about that in another video because that's a little bit more complex than I want to get today on skin, because skin and hair is a little different. The follicles are different sizes. There are more hair strands in each follicle. So it's a little deeper than I want to go into today. But I promise you that we'll have a live one day just for you. I promise. Okay. Don't think that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not ignoring you. What's the proper way? I don't know what Mo is. What that mean? You are detangling with conditioner. You are pulling the product through. You detangle before you start. So this is the thing. Detangle before you wash your hair. So get a oil like hemp seed oil, anything under like a 2 on the comedogenic scale. Just Google comedogenic scale online, and then you'll be able to find it. And then detangle your hair with that. The same way you use conditioner, use oil. I like using oil because it's very inexpensive, and you can use the same exact you use conditioner. I need you guys to know this. It is a fact. If you go into any lab where they're making conditioner, the thing that gives it the slip is oil. So anybody that tells you it's better to detangle your hair with conditioner than it is with oil, the thing in the conditioner that makes it able to detangle your hair is oil. Facts. Or conditioner is nothing but water, probably some silk aminos, which is in some oils if you pick the right one, okay? And wax. That's it. And a preservative. It is the oil that is in the conditioner that is helping you detangle your hair. You can use the oil by itself without the water to break the hydrogen bond. All right? So that's why you detangle with oil. What is the proper way to moisturize hair? I have a video on that. Search you don't need moisture, Cyn Doll, and the video will pop up. Boom. The inner work is for hair and the entire being. We will make better choices and attract that loving, kind, responsible man and husband you want to. But see, I think the problem is that we're gonna hop back in here. We're gonna hop back in here right after I say this. I'm going to say this. We're going to go over to my tea, and then we're going to hop back into the hair questions. Oh, we got guru members up in the place. Hello. How are you? Hello, members. How are you? All right. So this is the thing to me. And this is my opinion. This is my opinion. All right. And I think my opinion means a little something, something. Me and my husband married 13 years this year. Amen. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the problem for everybody is y'all want to play games. Y'all think that there's some type of playbook like, oh, say this and you'll attract the man. Say this and a man will do that. That is y'all problem. That is why relationships don't last, because y'all don't look at the person that you're going to marry as an actual mate. It's a game. And peep game. Men play games way better than we do. They play games way better. So when I say game, the girls are like, you gotta be this tall. You gotta make this much money. You gotta work at this place. So what happens is dudes can see that, right? So they learn your playbook. They learn the stuff that you want, the stuff that you require, and they dress themselves up to be that thing because you give them an entire play-by-play. That's like telling somebody, oh, you got to go on the treasure hunt. You get $1 million if you find it, but you don't get no help. You got to find it on your own. But then you give them a map. You're giving them a map. You got to be 6'2". You got to have muscles, like all of that. So what happens is, instead of y'all finding a relationship in love, instead of you finding a life partner, you find somebody that you want to follow steps for you. You find somebody to play a game with. That's a game. He got to be a certain height. He got to make a certain amount of money. He got to talk to you a certain type of way. I mean, not talk to you a certain type of way. He should do that. He got to like look a certain way. He got to have a certain amount of money. Y'all got all these stipulations, and then y'all wonder why men play games, because you started it off as a game. My daddy taught me, however you start something off is how it's going to end. You started off like a game, it's going to end like a game, because men can play games way better than you can. And see, y'all have a warped reality of what marriage is. Y'all have a warped reality of what a happy marriage is. Y'all have a warped reality on what a relationship is. A man is not placed on this fucking earth to work for you. I have a son, and I am raising my son to stay as far away from women like that as oh my God. I didn't get my uterus cut open to have my son on this earth following up behind a woman. I'm 6 foot. I made 6 figures. It's like, no, because this is the thing. If you make all of these qualifications that he has to make, and you put him under that type of pressure, guess what? What he's doing is giving you back the same energy, because energy is neither created nor transferred. It's neither created nor destroyed. It's just transferred from one source to the next. So you do all of that. You making him jump through all of these hoops to get you and play these games to get you. When he gets you, it's his turn to play games. Marriage don't work like that. What are we doing? Like this, like one of my favorite examples is Denzel Washington. Him and his wife was in a car. It was one of their first dates. And when they was in the car, when they got there, he was like, hey, I don't have enough money to pay the cab fare. Cab fare ain't no more than $50. So y'all need a man that makes 6 figures, because this is how y'all gonna be happy and all of that. Cab fare wasn't $50, and it was way cheaper than $50 back then. So I'm guessing Denzel Washington ain't even had $20. He ain't even had $20. You know what his wife, that he's still married to right now as we speak, said? She said, don't worry about it. I got it. But just make sure this don't happen again. Like next time, make sure you got the fab player. Y'all all will be by yourself. If y'all was her, if Denzel Washington's wife acted the way that modern women are acting now, they would not be together. And there would be another woman married to him right now. And then she stayed with him, and he was becoming. We're all still in the process of becoming. He's becoming. And she stayed with him, and she stuck with him the entire time. And now today, here they go. And tell me the last time you heard something about Denzel Washington and his wife and their marriage. I'll wait. You started like it's a game, is gonna end as a game. All that twerk team captain shit y'all like doing, like hands on my knees on my thigh shit. Listen to me. Your body count is going to chase you. It is. Regardless, and you can't get mad at a man for having stipulations. Most women have a stipulation of you got to be 6 feet tall, you got to make 6 figures. That's fine. But a lot of theirs is like, you got to be like this, and your body count got to be under this number. So marriage is not games. Marriage is not, oh, do this and you'll catch one. Like, they're not dogs. They're not animals sitting out by a cage. I wonder who's going to catch me today. Like, what? Your husband is a human being. Me as a wife, I am a human being, and we are putting our lives together and living together. We're creating a legacy. Because it takes a man and a woman to make another person. We're creating legacy together. He was not put on this earth to make me happy. That's my job. It's not my husband's job to make me feel beautiful. I have to do that on my own. I have to be whole and complete before. Me and my husband have grown up together. There are certain points in my life where I've had to make it through stuff that he could not help me with. I had to do that. And if you're not strong enough to do your own inner work, then your relationships will not last. It's just as simple as that. Anyway, love y'all. Well, I answered all these already. All our Guru members up in here. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all. I love y'all. You and your amazing husband should do a relationship live. See, I love y'all, but I'm not doing that. And hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Anytime two people that are married do anything, everybody want to put them under this. Like, I want to see, look at how he looking. Listen, I'm not about to try to tell nobody how to do shit. You know why? Because my husband get on my nerves, and I get on his nerves. There's no book on how to have a perfect marriage. You know what you got to do? You got to be a complete person. Hey, you be a good person, you be a good woman, and he's a good man, y'all will have a good marriage, period. You be integral, y'all be real. Me and my husband had this open door policy where it's like, hey, I'm not your wife right now. He'd be like, hey, I'm not your husband right now, where he could speak freely and be real with me. Like, my husband can come and say, hey, I don't like it when you wear red hair. I don't like the way you look with red hair. And I can be woman enough to be like, I am a woman. I am beautiful no matter what. No, the hell I'm not. No, I'm not. There are some men who aren't attracted to women with red hair. Hey, guess what? My husband's one of them. It reminds him of hood rats in the D. It's so cold in the D. So he don't like it. Does that mean that he don't love me? No. And you know what I don't like? No disrespect. I don't like dudes with dreads or braids. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. My husband like, hey, I don't want you to. Like, that's marriage. Being able to have conversations, realistic conversations with each other. Like, the reason most people's stuff don't go right is because your husband say, I don't like it when you wear that Team Natural shit, babe. I don't like it. You smell like eggs and wick rice, and I don't like it. What? He said, what? You're not supposed to talk to me like that. That's why y'all by yourself. because you want your husband to be somebody that's not human, and that's not how it goes. It don't work like that. Your husband is a human being. He doesn't lose his humanity when he gets married. He doesn't stop being attracted to women who do their hair and who get dressed and who look presentable in public. He don't stop being attracted to that just because y'all got married. Anywho, I'm just saying. I've been married 39 years. I agree with the statement. Y'all don't understand what marriage is. They have no idea what marriage is. They think marriage is like a husband. Yes, a master. Whatever you say, what you want. I've been at work all days. I bring my whole check to you, huh? Because I'm tall and I'm big and I'm strong. Oh, is something wrong outside? I'll go get it. And you just sit there and you just fold clothes. Like, my nigga, no. Marriage is whatever these two people who have agreed to share their lives together decide that it is. And that's all. This getting good. Let me go get my cookies. This is so true. I've been married for 15 years and still going. That's what I'm saying, Jay Michelle. Like, what is this? Like, that's not what marriage is. And I bet money, Jay Michelle, like when you go across different stuff where it's like, oh, high value man and all of that stuff and men versus, it's literally like, oh, this is interesting. Because it's y'all literally listen to facts from a bunch of unmarried, unhappy, unloved people. Not once. You've never heard anything negative about Denzel Washington's marriage. And you've never heard anything negative about Denzel Washington, the way he treats his wife. And I think it's safe to say that he's a high value man. And what makes you a good woman is not you. Like, y'all are the worst. Like, the women now, y'all so damn funky, and all y'all gonna be dusty as hell. Y'all all gonna be the ones that y'all talk about now. The older women that's single, that's by themselves, that's mad, that's hating on the young girls, you gonna be one of them. You gonna be one of them. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what I'm saying. My husband is not on this earth to serve me, and I'm not on this earth to serve him. My husband gets irritated with me if I come and get his plate sometimes. Like, most of the time, if I want to clean up after my husband, I have to do it when he goes to the bathroom. My husband does not like me going up behind him cleaning up. He be like, you're not my maid. We don't do that. What are you doing? We don't do that. What are you doing? We like, and that's why I'm not doing it. I love y'all, but I'm not putting my relationship out there, because not that me and my husband got like deep, dark secrets we don't want nobody to find out about, but I just don't, I'm not putting the scrutiny of my relationship. Oh, look at the way she look at him. Look at, like, could you make catch, like, put the toilet seat down, my nigga. He good at putting the toilet seat down and stuff like, but leaving socks. If you got a husband, you know they be doing irritating stuff, and I irritate the shit out of him. Cynthia, did you throw my away? I'll be like, oh shit, my bad, dog. My bad, dog. I was trying to clean up something. My bad, dog. I just saw a video a girl made just recently. She got a keratin treatment. After her treatment, her scalp was extremely flaky. You could see it in her comb. Yep. You right, Cyn. I wouldn't do it either. Yep. See? Married women already know. I'm sorry. Now, there are some happily married couples that have channels, so I'm not saying I'm not saying that. But the reason that y'all don't see a whole lot of black happily married couples on social media is because we happy in our goddamn house together. Shit. But we want to keep our happiness over here because people are weird. They only happy because she only happy because his beard connected and it ain't got no bald spots. Like, people are weird. People weird, like, because me and my husband thought about it. Like, remember, we have a couples channel. We have a couples channel, and actually, hold on, y'all. This light. Hold on, player. From the Okay, yeah. So we had I don't remember what the hell I was saying. Oh yeah, remember me and my husband had a channel. We had a whole channel for a minute. We had a whole YouTube channel for a minute, but I remember somebody was like, "Oh, you something like they." I'm not gonna say a word for word verbatim because I don't really want to bring it up, but they like brought up some other YouTuber and was like, "Oh, Cyn Doll would never let her husband touch," and I was just like, "Y'all are so weird." Like just the way that y'all acted just with rice water, I'm okay. Like I'll share my science with y'all, but I'm gonna leave my stuff at home. Oh, I'm not just in here. No, I ain't no relationship guru. Don't put that on me. Me and my husband, well, I mean, our relationship is good. I'm not even gonna hold you up. He my little one thing. That's why I'm not about to be on here too long. Flo just left his stuff to do tonight. Not There is no such thing as a perfect marriage. People aren't perfect, period. And it's just not gonna happen. Are taping and micro links good protective style for fine hair? Absolutely not. If you have fine hair, you should never get tape ins or micro links. When I was signing behind the chair, I never did tape ins because I do predominantly black hair, and that's not a black girl thing. But whatever. But whenever I did do micro link extensions, I did it based on consultation only. And if somebody had thin hair, I wouldn't do it because it's going to make your hair thinner. Because the micro links the weight of the micro links is on your actual hair shaft. Not wig rice, wick rice, like wick. Women, infants, and children. Wick rice. Respectfully, most women don't have the tools needed. But see, this is my thing. This is my problem with that statement. And I know you don't mean it like that because I know you my boo. This is my problem with that. There's somebody for everybody. Just like it's a bunch of dusty ass men, it's a bunch of dusty ass women. So you gotta ask yourself, where are y'all finding your husbands? I didn't meet my husband at the club. I went hands on my knees on my that shit. Like where are you meeting these people? And I'm sorry, this is my question to you, Mimi. And I'm not being stank. I really want, what are the tools needed? What are the tools needed? Hold on, I'm gonna change this banner. I'm not being a smart ass. What are some tools? What are the tools that women need to be married? Like, what are the tools? Because I was 19 when I got married, and I didn't have no tools. I ain't had no damn tools. He's my life partner. We grew up together. We're the same age. Like, what tools do you need? That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, what tools do I need? Exactly. What tools do women need? That's people's problem. Where's there a book that says these are the tools that you need to get married? Like, where's that book? I'm not being smart. It's not a rhetorical question. I really want to know. Because I know I didn't have no tools. They're gonna be straight singles with cats. I'm just being honest. What's the best way to get my sebum moving? You gotta detox your scalp first. Because if your sebum isn't moving, it's for one reason, and that's only because your follicle and your scalp is blocked. So I'm gonna stop right here with the questions. I'm not stopping. I'm pausing real quick. Right? It's nobody's business. You girl, stop. So we stopping right there, and I'm going to come right back. But first, I do want to share the screen with you guys a little bit, really quick. All right, just really quick. So as you guys know, all right, as you guys know, I finally went ahead and released my butterfly blueberry tea. All right, and I'm so freaking excited about it. So here on my website, I'm gonna leave a link to my website in the description box below. But hold on, let me make this bigger. I'm gonna take myself off the screen. So I'm gonna leave the links to my website in the description box below. But here is all of the information that anybody could possibly want to find on blueberry tea. Right, not blueberry tea. I'm sorry, blue butterfly PT, right? And it is official. It has officially launched, you guys. And I'm so freaking excited about it. And the main reason why I wanted to have these conversations around organic butterfly PT is because when it comes to healing the body, growing the hair in any way, shape, or form, it is so important that we understand that everything starts on the internal level. Everything starts on the inside first, right? So the reason that butterfly PT is so amazing is because it contains so many antioxidants and so many different botanicals and powerful things that help you to nourish the scalp, and helps you to protect the body from oxidative stress. Not only does it protect the body from oxidative stress, it can also reverse the effects of oxidative stress if it's already happened. Because remember, that has been one of the studies of my life. And because I have worked so hard or studied so hard on scalp inflammation and things of that nature, I know exactly what you can do to make certain scalp disorders present themselves and manifest themselves. And I also know what you can do to reverse it. And one of the most powerful teas that you can drink to reverse things that have been happening to the body from an internal level is this tea. You guys know I've been talking about it for years, all right? So one of its main things, right? One of many main things is its anti-inflammatory properties. So most of the time, whenever you have any type of scalp disorder and things of that nature, it is a sign of scalp inflammation, right? It's a sign of scalp inflammation, the inflammation of the follicle and the scalp from you putting certain products and things of that nature on the scalp and just leaving them there for long periods of time, right? So from that standpoint, you would need to know, like, okay, what does it, like, what exactly in the tea is helping? Well, it has so many anti-inflammatory properties, and it's flavonoids. The flavonoids that live within this tea, you guys, are literally so powerful. It's like all of the same amino acids that your body needs to begin producing all of the things that it needs to grow your hair, skin, and nails. So this isn't just about healthy hair. This is about healthy hair, skin, and nails, your gut health, and all of that, right? Because it releases so many different flavonoids. And I really want you guys to head over to my blog and really jump into this blog post, because then I'll go into what flavonoids are and what they do, all of their properties, and how they lead into, hair growth and having a healthy body, having healthy skin and nails, having healthy gut health, because everything starts from the inside out. I went very into depth on all of its many benefits. So please dive into this blog post and read about it. Now, the pictures that you guys are seeing are all from me. Yes. So no, I did not take these pictures from anywhere. These are my pictures, and this is the tea that you will receive if you place an order. All right. So again, read more about it. Read more about it. Learn everything that you need to know. And then after you get done reading, you can go ahead and just place an order. It's super duper easy, super simple, super simplistic, you guys. My shipping is very, very grand. And this is 100% organic. All right, 100% organically sourced. You guys know I've been talking about this tea for a very, very long time. For a very long time. But it took me a while to find a really, really good source, right? Somebody that I can really, really trust. All right. So this is the main reason that I wanted to come and share this with you. All right. So next up, hold on. I'm going to stop sharing this page and I want to share another page with you just so you can get an up close view of what's going on and how everything is looking. So give me 1 second. I think, is this it? No, this isn't the one. There we go. So again, whenever you get over to my website, make sure that when all of these little things pop up telling you to subscribe, you go ahead and subscribe, because then you'll be notified every time that I do something, right? So I just want to show you really quick. Then we're hopping back into the questions and back into our conversation. I just want to show you guys really, really quick, really fast, exactly how everything looks. Let me just, yep, we good. You can see everything. So I just want to show you the tea up close and personal so you can get a glimpse of what things are looking like. All right. But it is something that I'm so proud of because it is 100% organically sourced, you guys, and you will fall in love with this tea. This is how the packaging looks, you guys. So make sure that if you want to get your hands on some of this, that you go ahead and make sure that you are on my website, that you've subscribed to my website, and then after we get out of here, you just head right over to my website to shop. It's super duper easy. I'm going to go ahead and put my website somewhere. It'll be somewhere. Here it is. Head over to my website and you can go ahead and shop and get your own. It is official. It is here. I'm not doing this big old grand launch this time because I've been talking herbs with you guys. I've been had a store. We've done all of these things already, right? I will have a bunch of stuff coming soon and some nice visuals for you, but this is how I want to present it to you this time. All right. So let's hop back into your questions really quick. Ask me anything that you want, but I'm going to pick up where I left off. So please, nobody feel ignored. All right. Oh, do y'all like how I went right to the right one? All right. So we're going to just talk about whatever I hit on. All right. Scientific brushing. I missed it. We think we need oil because our scalp feels dry, Cyn. Okay. So let me ask you a question. How do you think your scalp is supposed to feel? Like right now, my skin is extremely oily, right? But my skin is moisturized. My scalp is the same. What do you guys expect? And this is what I mean when I'm talking about like product lines and stuff like that hurting everybody in the past, because what do you expect your hair to look like? Healthy hair and a healthy scalp should never visually be able to see oil on the hair shaft or the scalp. So what do you mean by it feels dry? Your hair shouldn't feel oil. Like you shouldn't feel oil on your hair. You shouldn't feel the product on your hair. You shouldn't feel like I'm confused. I'm not being a smartass. Like, I really, really want to know. Exactly. Weird. My marriage is mine. My husband and I are individuals with our own personalities and needs. Yours aren't going to be the same. Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's everybody's problem. Why are y'all making relationships? I'm not me and my husband. I'm about to make no damn relationship channel because our relationship is not going to run the same way that a relationship over there runs. Things that work for my relationship ain't going to work for somebody else's relationship because we're individual people. There are no play-by-play actions. Just like it's like, oh, a wife that stays home and cooks and this is the order. It's like you realize that back then the thing that y'all talking about following, that's like before women can vote and shit. And you realize our grandmothers, when we really real, our grandmothers weren't that happy. Not all. A lot of our grandmothers weren't happy. A lot of our grandfathers had multiple children on our grandmothers. A lot of our grandfathers were messing with multiple women on our grandmothers. Why are we acting like women from back in the day that stayed home and didn't do nothing were happy? That's why you got to mind your business. Do what works for you in your relationship. I'm just saying. My hair is very dry and breaks off in the back all the time. How is it possible for the top of my hair to be doing so well okay, so I got a question and I'm not, please hurry up and answer because I really don't want to move on from this topic. How, please, no, I am not going to judge you. I'm going to answer your question and I'm going to give you results before you leave, but I need you to be honest with me. How do you style your hair on a daily basis? How is your hair styled on a daily basis? How do you wrap it up at night? Like, I need you to answer those questions. How often is your hair in a ponytail? How often is your hair in a top knot bun? I need you to answer those questions. I'm not being a smart ass. I cannot give you results if you don't answer my question. And let me know if anybody wants to come up on stage. Tape-ins are not a protective style in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. It's tape. Filthy McDusty. You right though. I don't even know what I said, but I was right. I was 19 years old. Also, hey, that's what I'm saying. Listen, when people, married women need tools. What tools? What the hell are you talking about? I was 19. I didn't have no tools. I was 19. I'm from Detroit. Even though I was living in Vegas and my husband moved here from Detroit, like I didn't understand. I didn't know how to talk to him properly. Like I had to learn the difference between talking to people on the street and having an argument with people on the street and having an argument and a conversation with my husband. These are things that I had to learn. He had to learn how to have the difference between having a conversation with me and like it was a learning experience. You're learning. And y'all problem is y'all think y'all know everything and ain't experienced shit. If you ain't been married longer than 5, 6, if you ain't been longer than 10 years, don't say nothing to me about a relationship in any way, shape, or form. Each one teach one is bullshit. It may be in other situations like in other, I don't know, in business and stuff like that. I had somebody say like, oh, if somebody failed at something, they could teach you. No, they can't. Just like Kevin Samuels, everybody was listening to him. He didn't have a successful marriage. Why are you listening to people who have not had the thing that they're talking to you about? If they haven't proven it, why are you listening to them? Period. Because I'm going to tell you something. People with happy, successful marriages ain't trying to tell you what to do because they know that there's no book for it. And that's why every time you see a person who is a relationship coach, they shit always flip on his head. Why? Because they talk, ooh, this is the trick. They full of shit. You want to find somebody that got a successful relationship? When you want to find somebody that you should listen to somebody who tell you, I don't want to tell you what to do. Then you know. Anyway, when I say that there is work to be done, been with my 17, met him at 15, 22 years later, misspoke. I had to learn and grow with him. Yes. But like you said, I had to look in the mirror and fix me. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean now, babe. You saying they don't have the tools being accountability. That's if as a woman, if you want to get married and you want to have a relationship, you want to find a good man, have some fucking accountability. Y'all women walking around looking for a man with all this stuff, and most of y'all barely finished high school by the skin of y'all teeth. Some of y'all don't even have enough money in y'all account to pay y'all bills, and you got all of these stipulations. When what do I bring to the table? My good looks. Nobody gives a shit. Boys are looking better than girls now. Nobody cares about how pretty you are. What else do you have to bring to the table? Yes, the tea is ready in here. Somebody gave you some butterfly tea. What did you think about it? Congrats. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Thank you, baby. You love the cloves. Listen, yes. Drink the herbs. Do not put them in your hair. Will it get it from you until I grow it? My next goal herb. Oh, yes, get it. Tell me when you start growing it. I just ain't got the time to grow it. Most want their hair to look and feel like it belongs to someone else. Yes, we have a problem accepting our yes, that's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all don't like yourselves. So I wanted to feel your hair is feeling like it's feeling. Black hair don't feel like that. I want it to feel silky and smooth. It doesn't. There are winds and curls and coils. It's not going to feel like that. And the more slippery it feels, the more the follicle and the cuticle is blocked. It's not supposed to feel like that. That's y'all problem. Y'all looking for a feeling. And there was nothing on my cosmetology state board exam that said anything about the way that hair feels. It's the science. That's y'all problem. Y'all looking for a product that makes my hair feel. My hair doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel like it's not supposed to. Healthy hair doesn't feel oily. Hair that's moisturized doesn't feel moisturized. You want to know what hair is healthy? You see a woman walking and she turn her head and it's just flowing and bouncy. Her scalp does not look oily. Her hair does not look oily. A woman who's swinging her natural hair and it's bouncing, when you touch her hair, it does not feel slippery or oily. Those are not descriptions. When I had an assistant, I taught my assistant, you wash the hair till it no longer feels slippery. Hey, that's how I teach. That's how I taught my assistants. But y'all do hair in the reverse. Everything that a licensed cosmetologist or a good professional does, y'all do the reverse. And then wonder why y'all hair messed up. How should we tie our hair up at night? Put a bonnet on or get some silk, get a silk or a satin scarf. It depends on how you're wearing your hair. Say that shit. Oh, Lord, what is my husband talking about? Come on, now, Cyn. Tell him I'm just saying, like, it's annoying. This how you catch a husband. We're yours. I didn't know that husband was outside. This how you catch a man. Like, what? If you have a man that could be caught, another bitch can catch him. Hey, hold on. My husband ain't no dog. You gotta catch him. You gotta catch him up. Pokemon. What are y'all trying to? What you want to be? Y'all want to be Pikachu so bad. Y'all. Oh, wait, wrong. Hold on. Y'all want to be what you call Pikachu and them? Pokemon fighters. Yeah, that's better. Y'all want to be Pokemon fighters so bad. So bad. I have fine natural hair that tangles if you look at it too long. Seems to like. So if your hair is always breaking, okay, how do you, okay, it's not a trick question. I cannot answer. I can't give you any tools until you answer me honestly. How do you, after you wash your hair, what do you do? After you wash your hair, what do you do? Angela Jones, I'm going to remember. After you wash your hair, what do you do? You don't tie it up, you wrap it loosely in a bun or a bonnet. How do you tie your hair up? I was waiting for you. Like, where are you? I wear my hair down slash out with manual manipulation. I never do protective styles and will do low heat about once a week. It's gotten to the point I resorted to a relaxer. Okay, so again, how are you styling your hair when you wear it out? How do you blow dry your hair? Do you blow dry your hair the regular way, or do you do like the tension method where you just put this light is driving me insane? Do you blow dry your hair like with a brush, like I do it in my videos, or do you like kind of just like do the stretch method where you let it stretch and you go like that? Which one? Love, you have less than an inch of hair in the back and about five. Okay, so what do you put on your scalp? Because it's shorter. So this is the thing, my love. You at this point that your hair is at, your hair is too short for you to see anything with it right now. All you need to be worried about is keeping your scalp clean and clear, and that's it. That's it. Because at this point, you're only judging by visuals. You're just looking at your hair and saying like, okay, this is how it is. This is how I'm wearing my hair, and this is how it's not. And then for you to say like, oh, it's shorter in the back and it's longer on the front, sometimes your hair can just grow at different rates. Sometimes the things that you're eating can be making all of your follicles grow at different rates, because remember, the average person has about 100,000 follicles on your scalp, and all of your follicles are independent. Your follicles are not linked together like, let's grow, we all grow 10 inches. No, all of your follicles, all 100,000 follicles on your scalp are independent of each other. They are not linked together. They're not doing stuff at the same time. So there is something that you're doing, whether it's the what you're eating, whether it's the bonnet that you tying your hair up with. But if your hair is this long, babe, leave it alone. That like when you a wash pot never boils. And if you're constantly looking at your hair while it's like really short, don't put nothing on the scalp, babe. Keep your hair clean and clear. Make sure you are washing your hair and just let it grow out. Because right now your hair is too short. And I don't mean it like that. Like, because short isn't a bad thing. I prefer my hair short. So short isn't a bad thing. But you have to make sure that you are keeping up with like trims and everything, because you just need to pay attention to what you're eating, because right now at this point your hair is just now growing. Like, if you just cut it and it's super short, like your hair hasn't even finished a full hair growth cycle yet in any way, shape, or form. So you just have to let it run its course. Like, things take time. Fixing any sickness, any illness, growing hair back, it takes time. It's not an easy fix. You have to be gentle. That's why I showed you guys from beginning to end my hair growth journey. I showed you guys from beginning to end, like how this show is driving me crazy. I showed y'all from beginning to end how my hair looks, right? Like when I having HS and dealing with different outbreaks in my scalp and things of that nature, like I showed you guys exactly what it looks like and how I deal with it. I let you see it real, like hair grows back, but you have to put into the body whatever your body was missing. So, like I said, it's too early, babe. Thank you. How often should you put a little oil on ends? When they need it. There's no time like, oh, put oil on your, like, products are tools. So you only use tools when they're needed. So like for me, I don't put oil on my ends. I have my sebaceous gland produces so like I do not have on makeup. This is oil on my face. And the same oil that's coming out of my face comes out of my hair. That's why y'all don't see silk press videos, because it's a waste of time. Because if I'm not sweating in my sleep and making it poof back up, it's soaked with oil after 3 days. But you don't touch my hair and feel oil. But my hair is extremely moisturized, right? But oil on my ends, I never do, because I do scientific brushing. So the oil, the sebum that's coming out of my scalp makes it to my ends, no problem. There is no oil on my hair, on my leave out, none whatsoever. And y'all know that for a fact because I've showed it to you in videos. If the scalp is oily, the follicle is blocked, period. Nothing else. If the scalp is dry, the follicle is blocked. After I wash my hair, I use a leave-in conditioner with a gel. I twist it and sit under the dryer. That is the problem. Gels are not like, you're not supposed to use a gel like that, my love. That's why. After you wash your hair, all you need is a leave-in conditioner and a foam. You don't twist with a gel. YouTube taught you that because YouTubers been playing in products. No, you use a foam wrap. You want to get a twist. Where is it at? I don't feel like getting up. The Master Stylist has the best foam wrap, point blank, period. Sis did not pay me to say that. Sis does not pay me. The Master Stylist has the best foam wrap, period. You don't use a gel. That's why y'all using the wrong tools. I'm not being disrespectful, Angela. The problem that you're running to in with your hair is very simplistic. You getting breakage and you running into all of that because you're using the wrong product to set the bond. You do not set the hydrogen bond back with gel. Even when you have, like, I learned how to do short hair from a woman named Tiffany, right? Tiffany, they would do roller wraps, and the only time they would use gel is right in the back if it was time for a relaxer. But guess what? They layered the gel with foam. You need foam to set the bond, not gel. We do not set the hydrogen bond with gel. That's why your hair is messed up. I guarantee you, stop using gel. Guaranteed. Stop using gel. Wash your hair. Use a leave-in conditioner and some foam wrap from the Master Stylist, or don't use her foam wrap. Any type of foam wrap. Design Essentials has a bomb one. Try Design Essentials. Anybody else, I'm not gonna put my name on it. But those two, either from the Master Stylist or Design Essentials, and you good. Like you're not gonna worry about any type of anything. This has been a cycle for a while. I'm gonna need a full-blown consultation. Listen, baby, I got you. If you need one, book me. I got you. Let me know. Email me, and I will send you the link. You can do a consultation, and I will have you right. Do not worry about it. This slide is driving me crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna finish these questions, then we're gonna leave. I cooked dinner already, though, so. T. Chanel, start the 7-day challenge and start from there. Thank you, Angela Lee. Thank you for saying that. Sometimes they be like, she's just trying to sell it. It's like, no, it really works, though. Like, for real. What about protein treatments? Are they useful? I started using Afro G protein 2-step. It seems okay so far, but no. Afro G has been out for a very long time. Do you know what is your porosity, Sonia? Do you have low porosity hair or high porosity hair? And I'm gonna come back. Tell me if you got low porosity hair, high porosity hair, or low porosity hair. No, you should not use. The only time you need a protein treatment is if you have damage. If the protein in your hair is damaged and it needs to be treated, then you can use it. I have high porosity hair, so a protein treatment would not hurt me, but I have not done a protein treatment since I was in cosmetology school. And that was like 18 years ago. Like, no, do not just randomly use a protein treatment. Afro G has been out for a long time. Long time. For a long time. And you've never heard me recommend it to you, and you never will. You never will. No, baby. You do not do, Angela, baby, do not. No. I mean, Sonia, no. No, you do not need to do a protein treatment. No. Lordy, thank you, foam, Lordy. But listen, don't be mad. Why would you know that? Whatever you do for a living, on God, I don't know what to do. On God, like, what, you an accountant somewhere, girl, I'm gonna have somebody books off up. You understand me? Huh? Like, listen, they're gonna be broke. They ain't gonna know when to pay who. They're gonna be paying Johnny when they're supposed to pay Pete. For a long. I've been with this, my husband. I've been walking around the house. Anytime I get a chance, I'll be like, I love you long time. For a long time. Don't be asking me questions now. I've been telling y'all not to put bright sweater in y'all head for a long time. Long time. Okay, I'm done. For now. What about sunshine? What about your rain? I just thought about that when you said that. I know I can't sing. I'm being a child. Yeah, but no protein. No. And yes, foam, not gel. Stop. Like when they be like, ooh, this gel, this curl cream. That's why y'all hair is breaking off. Foam. You set bonds with foam, not gel. We mold with gel. We set bonds with foam. Hey, you not setting no bonds with gel. Products are tools. They didn't have y'all playing in your hair. You set bonds with foam. You style and mold with gel. We use gel to mold. We use foam setting. Listen, the name of the product, setting lotion. Foaming setting lotion to set the bond. Hey, we don't set no bonds with gel. That's how you break your hair off. Notice that our hair thrives with less products. Everybody's hair thrives with less products. You also notice that, like, I challenge everybody, the same layers, the same amount of layers y'all put on your hair, try putting it on your face and see how your skin turn out. Hey, Cyn, I use shea butter on my ends after blow drying. My hair doesn't feel dry, but I use it to seal. Is that okay? Are you doing too much? Yes. I want everybody listening to the sound of my voice to throw the word seal away. That's a word y'all got from YouTubers. Your follicles are not supposed to be sealed. Your cuticle is not supposed to be sealed. A healthy cuticle is a loose cuticle. That's why you only hear people talk about medium porosity or high porosity hair. Why? You only hear people talk about high porosity hair or low porosity hair. You rarely hear people talk about normal porosity hair because there's a group of people who don't have the problems that the majority of people have. And everybody knows at least one person is like, my hair don't have those problems. I can use whatever I want on my hair and it's good. That's a person with medium to normal porosity hair. And you know why? They have a loose cuticle. Google it. Do not take my word for it. Medium to normal porosity hair has a loose cuticle, which means the cuticle is not too tight and it's not too shut, right? It's not too open and it's not too closed. So moisture that is coming from the scalp can travel in and out of the follicle in and out of the cuticle as needed. Any types of toxins that make it into the body from environmental pollution can make it in and out of the hair shaft whenever it needs to. The follicle should be able to open and close. Who told y'all that your hair shaft needed to be sealed? Stop saying that. I'm not being disrespectful. This is just how I talk. Your hair shaft does not need to be sealed. How do you seal your hair? You don't. You do not seal the hair shaft. You don't. That's how you do it. You don't. The hair shaft should never be sealed. It should be loose, able to receive and release moisture and toxins whenever it needs to. But if your hair shaft is sealed, when it wants to release toxins from the body, it can't. So it holds them inside. And then the follicle gets weaker and the hair shaft gets weaker and weaker and weaker because it is sealed. Oh, I'm not, and the irritation isn't to you. I'm irritated for the people who spread it, the stuff. Because y'all been on this for a long time. Long time. I've been saying the same shit for a long time. A long time. I'm so tired. High porosity. Are you still doing hair? Absolutely not. Nope. I am free. I am free. I have been set free. I tried to go back one time and a lady came, and I already told you guys the story last time. I did hair for a long time. Long time. And I'm done. Okay? Anyway. Is it bad to let hair air dry with twists? Yes. Air drying the hair, period. Sit under a hooded dryer. It's going to take you longer to air dry your hair than it will for you to sit under a hooded dryer. You air drying your hair with twists going to take you all day, for 2-3 days sometimes. If you just get a hooded dryer, oh my God, like you could get an attachment to attach to your blow dryer for like $15 off Amazon. You sit under there for 20 minutes tops and you done until your next wash day versus you drying your hair for 3 days. It is the craziest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Please stop using Afro G. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you using it. No, you don't need it. Love you, Cyn. Took down my hair today and love my healthy hair. Oh, no wearing, no weathering, no breakage, and it's growing. I started with the 7-day challenge, joined Guru 101 for a minute, and had 2 1-on-1s, all worth it. Listen, look at what, oh, hello. I'm going to leave this up here for a minute just so y'all can know, like, don't nobody be trying to, buy this for me. Listen, I get results. I've been doing this for a long time. Long time. For years. Okay, like, it's the science. It's easy to follow. It's not like, oh, hell, Cyn Doll. Like, no. We're following the science. I give the science based on your body. And once you follow the science, you can heal anything in your body, period. How often do you need to wash your hair? I try to wash once a week. Sometimes I may skip. I say do it at least every 2 weeks. Don't try not to go longer than 2 weeks. And then if you're going to go longer than 2 weeks, then you want to, I lost my train of thought. Oh, if you're going to go any longer than 2 weeks, then you need to be for example, if you have braids, obviously you're not going to take box braids out and wash them. Then you could just cleanse your scalp like rose water or witch hazel. Hyacinth was good for getting rid of dermatitis. It depends on what type of dermatitis it is. So you're gonna have to book a 1-on-1 for that, babe, because I can't give that type of consult on live. Messing with my license, you're gonna get me in trouble. I gotta live here and you don't. Hold on, some of my eye. That was from Friday, if you didn't know. This is my roof. Look at my roof. Look at my roof. Look at my roof. I just saw that. Haha, I hear you, and I've been listening and watching you for a long time. My lot clients be like, I don't use heat in my hair, and I be listen. Listen. What are your thoughts on steamers? If you don't have low porosity hair, you don't need to be under a steamer. Period. The only purpose of a steamer is to open the cuticle. That is the only purpose. of a steamer to open the cuticle. If your cuticle is already open, all you're going to do is give yourself moisture overload and hydro fatigue, and you won't see that moisture overload or that hydro fatigue manifest itself right away, because it takes multiple months, sometimes multiple years, for hair weathering to show up. So no, I do not recommend a steamer in any way, shape, or form unless you have extremely low porosity hair and you need help. Other than that, nope. I steam my hair, love it. I don't use products. You should be careful steaming your hair. You should be careful. You're not supposed, like, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Do trims help with length retention, or is it a myth? Yes, absolutely. The reason that okay, the reason that trims help with length retention is because if you have a split in your ends, it will split all the way up to the hair shaft, which will slowly make your hair break, which will in return make it harder for you to retain length, because every time you comb your hair, some hair is going to fall out because the ends are broken. So yes, trimming your hair does help you grow. It doesn't help you grow hair, it helps you retain length. So no, it does not help you grow hair, but yes, it retains length. Absolutely. The easiest way not to retain length is not getting trims. Every last woman that y'all saw on my channel that I cut a bunch of her hair off, she didn't get trims. Me cutting her hair, that was the first time she had got a trim in like 6 years. So all of her hair was split all the way up to the hair shaft. I mean, all the way up to the follicle. Absolutely, it's true. Did you say witch hazel or rose water for the scalp if braids are left in more than 2 weeks? Yes, I did, ma'am. But use some on a cotton ball. Don't just go in there pouring it on there. Sure, I didn't miss anybody. Give me a 2 if you want me to show you how to order my tea again, and I will show you. I'm just going back up through and making sure that I didn't miss anybody. Ask your questions while we in here if you still got them. Or if you want to come up here on the screen and talk to me, then let me know, and then I will bring you up here on the screen. Let me see. Hold on. We're going to run this across here one more again, just so everybody know what to do. If you want to come up on stage, and I literally mean like you're going to be here up here on the screen. So, but I mean, you don't have to. You can turn your camera off, and then it could just be audio. People don't have to see you. They could just hear you. And of course, this ain't going to be a full one. This ain't going to be a full consort. Too. Okay, let's go back into how to order some tea, please. Hold on. Hold on, sexy. All right. I'm just like, hold on, sexy. All right. So now we're looking at my website. So the home page is over here. I'll show you the home. Let me see. Can I go back to the home page while I'm right here? All right. So this is how you get straight to it. All right. But this is the home page of the website over here. But then once you click right here where it says Herbal Apothecary, then you're going to click right here to see this butterfly blue tea, right? But of course, first we're at home. So this is what you'll see when you first get to the home page of my website. So you don't necessarily have to worry about clicking here. You could just go straight to this to the home page. Hold on, to make sure that y'all seeing everything the way I want you to see it. Yeah. All right. So hold on. Let me take that off. There we go. That's better. All right. So homepage of my website, right? You can click here, go to my podcast, Apple Music. I'm here. You can listen to my podcast everywhere podcasts are available. So once you head over to my website, you can also click here and I give you a free ebook that teaches you how to test your porosity at home. So you get this for free. You just click this and then do what it say and then you get the ebook. Anywho, just go here, click on view details. Right, let me just make sure we're still on the right page. There we go. Click on view details, and then from here you go straight to the tea. All right, and you can look at pictures of the tea here. Of course, you can make the pictures larger. Not going to do that right now simply because I'm just doing this for just showing you really quick. And this is what the bag looks like. All right, this 50 grams of loose leaf tea, right? So this is how it looks. Then there is a little bit more information about it here, and it also tells you the directions, exactly how to do it, how long to steep it for, how many times in a week you should drink it, and all of that stuff. All right, so you can head over straight over there to my website. Like I said, you can either go here to get it, or you can click on Herbal Apothecary. Now, right now, all we have over here in the apothecary is this tea, but there are so many other things coming for you. But I just had to give this one to you first because it's so important to me and because it's so many people that can benefit from this tea, right? So, like I said, you just head over here to it. And once you look through everything, like I said, you can go ahead, place your order, and everything is very, very, very self-explanatory. Again, if you want to join the 7-day hair growth challenge, is right here on the top. So all I would do is click on 7-day hair growth challenge, and then once it finally takes you to the page, then what you would do is just follow all of the steps that are over there. You can look at a whole bunch of testimonials that are already there and what people already have to say about the 7-day hair growth challenge. All right, you can look it up. Here is a video where I'm talking to you guys a little bit more about it.
Cyn Doll, and welcome inside the 7-day hair growth challenge. If you're here, you're interested in learning more about the 7-day hair growth challenge and what it can do for you.
So if you want to know more about it, just head over here and watch this video. This video is like almost 7 minutes long. So I'm not just randomly saying something, like I'm explaining things to you. I want you guys to look at the reviews that we have right now. I will be adding a couple more pictures because I have a couple of more results from a couple people who have done the 7-day challenge, but you can just simply follow all of the promptings that are here and you can start your 7-day challenge right here, right? So that's super easy. And then Guru 101, Guru VIP, all of that jazz is right here, right? So when you click on enter Guru, you can access everything that you have on your membership directly from here. So Cyn Doll TV has 3 different tiers. Let me make sure you guys can still see the screen. You can. All right. So right now you can see all 3 tiers of Cyn Doll TV. So these are 3 different levels of Cyn Doll TV. Of course, the videos are longer and have more content on each level. Guru Elite, if you've been wondering where all of my silk press videos have went, they're all here on Guru Elite. And then the Guru blog is where you go for all of our in-depth blogging information, all of the written versions of everything that I talk about in my YouTube videos, all the unedited clips that I post up are there. All right. And then Business Guru 101 is how I teach you guys how to start your own business from scratch in any genre. All right. And then lastly, you can go ahead, ask any questions, comments, concerns that any Guru member is having. They can just head right over here, ask their questions and everything. Ebooks, if you need ebooks, right? Like if you are interested in getting more information, if you want a more in-depth description of the things that I share here on YouTube, then you can head right over there to ebooks, because when you head over there to ebooks, then what you are able to do is really, 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 really get a good view you on exactly what I am teaching at all times. You can get an in-depth version. So for example, everybody that wants to know about like what hairstyle should I put my hair in? I don't know how to style my hair. What hairstyle is best for me? I sweat in my sleep, things of that nature. Ebook is the perfect thing for you because you have not only do I teach you things, but I also give you means of application, means for you to apply things, right? Superfoods, what different fruits and vegetables that you can eat, not fruits and vegetables, but what superfoods and botanicals, herbs, like your introduction to like the powerhouse herbs that everybody should have in their house, and so many other, you guys, like literally every big video or any big thing that I teach you, there is an ebook for you that goes into way more in-depth information. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, then you can request a date here. And yeah, like you guys, there's so many other things on my website that you can look over. My blog is where a whole lot of my information is. Like here is the newest blog post on butterfly blue tea, and so blue butterfly PT. So I want you guys to look this over. There's so much information here. I put a lot of time into putting this blog post together for you so you can learn even more about it. All right. I love you guys. There will be another video coming for organic blue tea. I just want to take my time and do it. I don't want to, just throw it together, but I want to make the video based on the things that you guys really need, based on the things that you guys are really in need of. But tomorrow I'm going to be packing like crazy because everybody who signed up for my waiting list, for my mailing list, they were notified when everything went on sale last night at midnight, right? So a little bit before midnight, depending on where you are located at, right? So that is why I now hold on. So many people made a purchase last night or this morning, whatever you want to say. And what's crazy is there were multiple people buying like 2-3 bags. So get it while the getting is good, y'all. Don't take my word for it. Check my community tab because people be like, oh, people bought a whole bunch of stuff. But no, people really did. Look on the community tab. You can see it for yourself. But look, listen. Join my 7-day challenge. I've been doing it for a long time. How often do you need to wash your hair? I answered that question already. Dermatitis, been on top of dermatitis, long time. Hair stingers, we talked about that. How often, when should I trim ends? I trim my ends every 10 weeks. Every 10 weeks, no matter what. And trimming should not be a haircut. If you're doing, listen, the amount of hair that you need to cut off on your trim is all dependent on you and how you taking care of your hair. The more you manipulating your hair, the more you air drying, the more you finger detangling, the more you flat twisting, all of that, the higher your chances are going to be of breakage. A very popular YouTuber hairstylist that owns a salon says, don't trim ends. That's how you retain length. Shake my head. Listen, everybody that do hair ain't, girl, I don't, whatever. I don't, whatever. I guess I'm new to your channel. Just so happened to be scrolling through YouTube and saw your live about hair. So I'm here. Laugh out loud. What does the tea do? Check out the blog that I just got done sharing. Check that out. Hold on, put it back up. Check out my website. When you over to my website, then it's like one of the first blog posts is there, and it tells you everything that you need to know about it. Can you make a exception to do my hair for one long time? I've had so many nightmares going to natural salons, from homemade perm softeners to wet hair pulling it out. So Angela Jones, this is the thing. The reason that I don't want to do hair anymore is because I don't know how to say this, and I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna just say it. Women, I just don't want to. I just can't. Like, give me a one if you remember the story on why I did. I tried to go back one time, and y'all know what happened. And and then Angela, you probably won't. Going back to do hair, most people won't. I just, it's just not gonna work. I'm not gonna. Everybody complaining about prices. Oh, they charge too much. If you think they charge too much, so do I. But Angela, if you willing to, cause listen, I have a place, right? I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. I know a place, and I'll take you there. I'll give you the address after you pay your deposit. Maybe. I'll do hair again. But my prices are gonna be nothing like the rest of the girls because I've been doing this for a long time, and I just can't. The energy, like Angela, y'all, you know what happened last time. Last time I had some old lady calling me the devil. She ain't tell me her daughter has special needs. Her daughter, boo your ears away. I'm about to scream in the headphones. Mama, I'm scared. I'm scared. Mama, I'm scared. That's what I went through the last time I did hair after 5 years. I don't know, Angela. You shooting your shot though, and it's working. You like, hey, baby girl, hey, listen. I got a little something for you that you may like. Let me come through. Like, Angela, I don't know. I just don't know. We have to talk about it. Cause like I send you my price. If you're okay with the price, and I don't know. Girl. My spirit. I don't have no more Vegas Cyn left. All I got is Detroit Cyn left, and she ratchet when it comes to that. Like the business. Oh my, I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't have no more left. I've been using her up for a long time, and I don't have none left. But let's talk about it. Thanks. I'm going to your website to check it out when I get off live. Yes, my loves. I'm going to leave the website going across. You guys just go over there and look around. Take a look around. You ain't got to buy nothing. Just read stuff. Look at my blog. Click some of the buttons at the bottom. My website monetized. If you click stuff, it made me a little money. Holla at your boy. Yeah, y'all remember what happened? You will fly from Vegas to me. See, but women who fly are a little different. See, you a little different. But if you coming straight from California or you on that localization, I don't know if I can mess with you. I don't know. Email me, sexy. Email me. I'm gonna put my email right here. Angela trying to get in my drawers. My hair drawers, not my actual drawers. Okay, hold on. Yeah, come through and like email me, Angela. We can talk about it. Listen, look. Email me. All right. Hold on. What Kendra detox shampoo and conditioner do you suggest? Because the one in the black bottle platinum is discontinued, and I love it. I don't think they have a detox that I know of. The only detox I'm recommending right now is Olaplex 4C. Yeah, that's all that's left. I swear to God. Like, it's Vegas Cyn was the one. Like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Yeah, I don't think I'm the stylist for you. You can leave. Like, I don't. God damn it! Like you, like go walk up in a hairstylist in a hair shop in the D and be like, how much you charge? Because I know this one. They'll be like, okay, well, go down there. Like you, I don't cheat. I don't get somebody else to do it. Like hey. I never heard the story about the last time you went. Can you get a story time, please, or which video to go to? Give me a 5 if you want me to tell the story one more time. I'm gonna tell it quick because I'm about to go. I don't want to be on here past 6:30, and it's almost 6:00 in Vegas. So I don't remember what number I said, but whatever number I just said, if you want to hear it, put the number down. Now I'll tell it real fast one more time, and then y'all understand why I don't want to do it. Cause I said 5. One more. I need one more 5 than that. Cause I don't. Cause man, y'all just be wanting me to relive the past. Hold on, I gotta close the window if I scare the white people I live with. Hold on. It's getting dark in here. Oh man. Oh, y'all fives want to hear the story. I must putting all the fives up so nobody think I'm just telling it for no reason. They want me to tell the story. It's stressing my spur. Stressing my spur woman. All right, fine. Okay. All right. Shit. So what had happened was I did a full little thing. I remember I was like, oh, pop up, Cyn Doll, pop up shop. Oh, Cyn Doll come back to say hello. So anywho, did the little thingamajigger. Everybody else that came was great. Everybody else was freaking amazing. Okay. But I had one that it started off bad. All right. So it's my fault. I'm blaming myself. Everybody had to request the appointment, and then after they requested the appointment after everything, like a pre-consultation basically, and after everything was good on the pre-consultation, then and only then did I send out an invoice for them to pay the deposit, a deposit, not in full, but for them to pay the deposit. Once they paid the deposit, appointment was there. Right. Okay. Yes, very nosy. So what ended up happening, me and my mom, we go grocery shopping. I like to go early in the morning for my husband up, before my kids up, everything, because I don't want to be around people that much. So anywho, I woke up about 5. By the time I got back home, it was probably like 9 o'clock, and she had already paid the deposit. So I was like, oh crap! So I hurried up, ran to it. And approved the appointment, and it's automatic. Once I approve it, it sends the address, all that stuff. So after I approved it, I finished putting the dishes up, and then I sat down in my backyard, little puff pass. And then next thing I know, I'm looking at my email, and I have this long message like, "Oh, you a scammer, huh? Oh, you a scammer, Miss Scammer." Like just this long disrespectful message. I do not remember everything it said, but it was disrespectful. Something that nobody would say in my face. They say that it was, oh, you a YouTuber, you trying to scheme and scam, whoop whoop whoop. So I was like, oh hell no! Like, listen to me, my goddamn it, my thumb so fast, and I'm no goddamn stick, nigga. I ain't never refunded somebody back their deposit back in their life. I sent her back the deposit. I said, hey, I saw your emails and your messages after I already confirmed your appointment. I said, your energy is not one that I want to align with when me coming back to do hair for the first time in 5 years. So I wish you the best in your endeavors, but I'm not the stylist for you, right? That should have been the end. I should have walked away, but nope. She responds by telling me, and she responds with a picture of her daughter. And she says her daughter is special needs. Her daughter has special needs. And that's why she sent that message, because she has special needs and she didn't mean to say it. So when she sent the picture of her daughter, I was like, oh man, like I feel bad. My dad worked in mental health. I understand. So I was like, oh, okay, like I understand, blah, blah, blah. So she walks in with her daughter, right? And she was probably a little older than my mom. The mother was a little older than my mother, and my mom was there. I be my mama, A, my mama, my best friend. B, I don't be having time to argue with nobody's auntie and nobody's mama. I don't argue with old women, so I take my mama anyway. So call me what you want. So we get there, and I'm doing everybody else's hair, and she was my last one. She walks in, and her daughter walks in, and when I looked at her daughter, I'm like, there's no way she sent me those messages, but I still couldn't gauge it. So I get ready to do her hair, and I take her to the shampoo bowl. And when I get her over to the shampoo bowl, I put her head back, and the second she heard me cut on the water, she started screaming. I'm gonna give you a second. Turn your headphones down or get them out your ears, so I won't scream in your ear. I go to wash her hair. I cut the water on. Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. No, she gonna drown me. She's trying to kill me. I'm scared. Ah! And just screaming. So I'm looking at her like, are you serious right now? Like, cause she just said her daughter, she didn't tell me how severe it was. She just like, anyway. So I'm washing her hair. All while I'm washing her hair, she's like screaming and crying. And then I calmed her down and I was like, hey, you don't have to worry about that. Blah, 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 blah. It's fine. And I just started treating her the way that I would have treated my daughter. But she was 31. But she like had the mind of like whatever it was, like, which was not a problem. The problem was that her mother didn't tell me that. Like, I had no idea. So she's screaming. Is the place that that hosts me whenever I do hair. She also hosts another YouTuber who they don't do hair or anything. They're more like thrifters and stuff like that. And like that's where they film and edit. Like that's their place of business. And they came out like, is everything okay? And I had to explain it to them. So yeah, and then the longer I'm there, I started to see like there's no freaking way this girl is the one who called me out of my name and sent all of these messages. There's no way. And it was her. And it was other stuff that happened while she was there, like the conversations, just like my dude. So just imagine doing hair. I got my cosmetology license when I was 20 and 19. About to be 20. Yeah, so I got my cosmetology license when I was 19. All right. And I did hair all until I retired at 28, pushing 29, right before I turned 29. And I've never had an experience like that, ever. So to leave the industry for 5 years and come back when you 31, leave when you come back when you 32. I'm tripping. Come back to the hair industry when you 32 years old. And I left when I was 28, going on 29, but started when I was 19. And I came back to that. That was the first thing I did. Give me a 1 if you would be gun-ho to go back. Or no, give me a 1 if you understand why I'm not like excited to do hair again. Not to mention, like, I just. My spirit. So that's what happened. Y'all made me go back and relive my trauma. And it was a lot for me. That was a lot of trauma for me to go back and relive. And I much rather had not did it. So give me a comment and let me know whether or not you okay, if you feel good now that I had to live through that reality again. I understand, but you have such a gift. But listen, I gave the gift out. I gave the gift out for 17 years. You know, I feel like I've gave it out enough. Just because you got a gift don't mean you got to keep giving it out. I feel you. I hear that a lot. You got to get, you so gifted, you so talented. But that's another reason why I don't really want to do it. Because when something is a gift, when somebody's a gift, when somebody has a talent and that gift is not appreciated, you take the gift elsewhere. I'm just saying. I have special needs grandson. We take him to a barber, doctor, teacher, etc. That's not educated in special needs. Yeah, you can't, like, what you or if you do, tell me. Like, I've had clients that have special needs. My Uncle Greg has special needs, and he passed away when I was pretty young. But I remember my Uncle Greg was nasty as hell. My Uncle Greg, like, you get mad at you make him mad. My Uncle Greg used to go in the toilet and get turds out and tell you, motherfucker, nigga. That's why Ernest J used to crack me up. Because you motherfucker, because my Uncle Greg acts just like that. You have to tell people that. You can't just walk in and don't prepare nobody. Like what? Email me, Angela. Listen, everybody that's on my YouTube right now, y'all may F around and see Angela. Y'all may F around and see Angela getting her hair done. If I do another pop up, it's probably gonna be Angela. Look, Ty said Angela ain't giving up. Angela's response. Look, my husband said Angela ain't giving up. Angela said long time. Listen. You appreciate gifts. That's what I'm saying. I left because I just don't feel like my gift is appreciated. How is my gift appreciated when I got one? Wait, you charge that much? Like a gift is not appreciated when you feel like you can determine how much somebody should charge for to give you that gift. My consultations are $115 an hour to talk. The prices went up, and I'm not going to go. I don't want to force people to pay I don't want to argue about that. So if it's not easy peasy, if it's not easy flow, then I'm just not doing it. That mother was wrong for bringing her daughter and not warning you how severe her daughter's needs were. She didn't tell me anything. She just said, oh, sometimes she overreacts to stuff. So if like Angela Lee, by you knowing like having a child that has special needs, you know that a special needs child does not, or a person does not have the ability to type out full, complete, disrespectful sentences and paragraphs, like complete and total. It's like what? So yeah, I've finally escaped, and I have no desire to go back. Y'all trying to get me to go. Ty, are you the amen corner? No, he not. He just think it's funny. He just used to seeing it happen. Today's prices are not yesterday. Hey, preacher. Hey. I need to light some incense. I'm starting to feel. I'm still. We about to leave, but I just. Listen. And everybody like, oh, these hairstylists are different. They are. Yes, the price is more. When there's inflation, right? In any other way, shape, or form, gas go up, rent going up, nigga. When I first moved into this house, it was not as much as it is now. Hey. So what I pay for rent, I should be in a 6-bedroom house. You understand me? Huh? Prices go up. What are you talking about? But for whatever reason, with Black women, we think that other Black women, other Black people, we shouldn't raise their prices. No, I've been doing it for a long time. So absolutely, there are certain women who charge $65. There are certain women who charge $85. There's certain women who charge $150. It's certain women that charge $250. Listen, hey, stop playing with me. So that's why I'm not doing it, because I don't want to make y'all feel like that. I'm not going to force you to do something that you don't want to do, nor am I going to like try to prove to people that I'm worth something. So if the culture of people is like, oh, that's too much, then it's just not for me. And that's okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you showed us the text. Listen, Angela Lee was here. I went live when it happened because I was pissed. I was pissed. So I went live and I showed y'all the text messages. Y'all saw it. Give me a one if you was in here. You saw it. I just, Angela, email me. You love you some time already. Email me. We'll talk about it. Because this is the thing. I love doing hair. I stopped because of the people, not because I lost my passion. but because of the people. And the people would have made it so I hated the hair industry. So I left before I started hating the hair industry. Because if I let it make me hate the hair industry, I wouldn't be having no ebooks. There would have been no 7-day challenge. I wouldn't have did any of it. I wouldn't have did any of it. But I left from standing behind the chair before I started hating the hair industry itself. So I really hope that makes sense. But hey, preacher, today's prices are not yesterday's prices. They are not. And I've been out here in these streets for a long time. All right. I've been pimping since Burger King was a prince. So everybody that's grabbing round brushes now, I was one of the first Black girls to pick up a round brush and use it for a silk press. I know it for a fact because when I first started using it, people was like, what's wrong with her? You ain't supposed to use that. Brown brushes are not good for Black hair. I have the videos to prove it. So I'm hey Sugarfoots. Hey. All right. Okay. I love y'all so much. All right, so I'm going back up, making sure I didn't miss anybody. We are going to head on up out of here. Yes, we are. Making sure I didn't forget anybody. I don't want anybody to feel neglected. Ask any questions that you may have before we leave. But all right. And then, oh, by the way, for the 5 people who have just made purchases, 3 of them, I almost been to 3 of them are 7-day challenges. So welcome to everybody who just joined the 7-day challenge. Remember to join the group. If you wait too long to join the group, it is not a big deal. Send me an email and I will make sure that you are in that group. Just click the contact me tab on the website and you will be in there. Does a clarifying shampoo do the same thing as a scalp scrub? No, it does not. Listen, I'm not being rude, but because you know I'm being rude. We go together. You in here, you DNA. Hey, I need you to pay attention to the labels. Kill your YouTuber listening brain. Like anybody who's doing the 7-day challenge knows that the number one thing that you have to do to succeed in my 7-day challenge, because it is a challenge. It's a challenge. And the biggest challenge in my 7-day challenge is completely killing everything you think that you know. Anything you've learned on a YouTube video, kill it. And start over. Pay attention. Do not make up things. By law, these product lines, especially professional grade products, the labels tell you what the products do. So this answers your question. Does a clarifying shampoo the same thing that a scalp scrub does? No, it does not. They are 2 different words. Clarifying shampoo is going to clarify, right? It's going to kill bacteria. It's clarifying. A scrub is scrubbing. That's what it's doing. A scalp scrub is scrubbing the scalp. It's scrubbing it. And that's removing dead skin. That's removing anything on the surface of the hair that you can see visually, like any dead skin that didn't get lifted up. Because the average person, your skin cell turnover week happens every 28 days. That's why I'm in love with the moon. Pay attention to the moon, follow moon cycles, but guarantee you won't need a drop of birth control, and you'll know exactly when to detox your scalp. Follow the moon cycle. Guaranteed. Anywho, every 28 days, just like the moon, every 28 days, your skin cells die off and fall off, and then they make their way up. The new skin cells make their way up along with that new 1/2 inch that you're getting every month. All right. The cleaner the scalp is, the easier it is for the dead skin to move, and the easier it is for the new skin that has that new 1.5 inches that you grow in every month up. Hey, it's a fact. So you need a clarifying shampoo after you do the scrub. A scrub is just scrubbing. It's just removing dead skin. It's just helping you get the dead skin up. It's not actually, it's scrubbing. So you need to scrub first and then clarify what the scrub has lifted. That's it. So just pay attention to the words and don't try to mix it up. Don't try to guess. Like, there will never be a time where a product says one thing and I tell you something different. Follow the product. Don't follow Cyn Doll. Follow the product. If you have to listen to me more than you got to listen to the product, you shouldn't get it. Do not listen to me more than you listen to what the bottle say. For example, Olaplex 4C is say, and Olaplex 4C is the clarifier. It say to leave it on for 5 minutes. If you listen to a YouTuber to tell you to leave it on for 7 minutes and your hair fall out, that's on you. I will never tell you to leave it on any longer than 5 minutes. And if it longer, like before I said 10 minutes, it's because I was talking too fast. I came back and I corrected it in the comments. Follow the directions. Read. I'm not being disrespectful to you or anybody else. That's our number one problem. We don't read and we have no respect for authority. And we have no respect for the people who made the product. I think we know more than them. You do not know more than them. They know more than you. They made the product. You did not. Follow the directions. Do not listen to me. Listen to them. Watch the videos and join the hair groups, and you should be okay. All you need is simplicity. Don't overdo it and don't overcomplicate it. Thank you. Oh, you must be somebody that's finished the 7-day challenge. I know him when I see him. Oh, she telling the truth because I started using a round brush because of Cyn. Like, you listen. Look. I didn't make round brushes. No, I did not. I learned how to use a round brush from my white instructor, Mr. Angelo. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But Black women were not using round brushes. I know it for a fact because people used to try. I've never been dragged in my life and it will never happen. But that's what the kids like to say nowadays. When they talk crap, they're dragging somebody dragged for using a round brush. What are you talking about? I got shit for that for using a brown brush for years. Before you go, please explain mechanical brushing. I don't know what mechanical. You got to explain mechanical brushing to me. I don't know what mechanical brushing is either. Oh God, give it to me, love. You remember that story? Yeah. The inversion method, hanging your head upside. Anything that got method behind it is some bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. Professional Cyn, she gone, and it didn't went away. We about to go, but anything with the word method behind it is some bull. Lock method, inversion method, bagging method, rice water method. It's all bullshit. All of it. I don't care what nobody say. It's all bullshit. All of it. Anything with method behind it, bullshit. Sorry. All of it. Unless it was in a cosmetology book beforehand, any method they taught you on YouTube, bullshit. All right. The lady used her daughter as a cover-up. Yep. All right. I love you guys. High porosity hair or low porosity hair every 2 weeks. No more than every 2 weeks. If you go longer than that, wash the scalp. Yes. Nope, they're not necessary at all. Scientific brushing. So go on YouTube and type in scientific brushing, Cyn Doll, and it'll pop right up. And I can only go so far into scientific brushing because in Guru VIP, there is a full lecture, or actually multiple lectures on scientific brushing, how to do it, what it is, where it comes from, all of that. So sign up for Guru VIP if you want in-depth information on scientific brushing. And I love you guys so very much. My website is going across the bottom. We are probably going to sell out really fast on this tea because y'all like blew me away. Go check the community tab. Do not take my word for it. I am not making it up. Okay. people were placing order like crazy when we released it, and this was just the email list. So make sure you get into it before my email list takes the rest of my butterfly tea. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you later. All right.